What guys, Bottai Pigs for Life here, and today we're back with another episode of our Malta Campaign in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So right away, kicking things off, so if you remember last episode, we got all the way to the very last mission, which is to just get the park up to 4 stars. So today, that is our sole mission, is to get to 4 stars. Okay, well, actually, looking at the footage, we have to get the Utah Raptors first, and then it'll be get the park to 4 stars. Yeah, that sounds right. Alright, so, because that, this entire video is going to be mainly building. In fact, for that matter, it's going to be entirely building. So yeah, so starting off, we're starting a new section, which is perfectly aligned to the angle snap, and as you can see, we've been moving all of our buildings over to this new section, including the dinosaurs. Also, I really hope you guys all had a nice holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas like my family does, or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Diwali, and all those other holidays that are celebrated in December. Anyways, back to this. So, as you can see right here, we are setting up, an enclosure for the, oviraptors, as well as some homalocephales that I rescued from the black market. And yes, we're deleting loads of stuff, because it just doesn't serve a purpose anymore. And we're also adding a tour, so it's going to go through the enclosure, as well as over to the, Dimorphodon aviary, which, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is, so, you guys probably know this, but the, feathered Dimorphodon variants are actually smaller than the regular Dimorphodons. So because of that, instead of using it as its own species, we're just going to use it as a juvenile of the regular Dimorphodon. So, yeah, because of that, I decided to get rid of that extra aviary in our, DFW Paleozoo area, in Pennsylvania. Which, speaking of, I mentioned this a little bit last video, but, so, right now, in this campaign, we're playing the role as the Dinosaur Protection Group, or, well, the DPG. And so, basically, the big difference between the DFW and the DPG is, so yes, they have the same goal to rehome any wild dinosaurs, as well as dinosaurs involved in the, black market. However, the big difference is that the DFW is exclusive to the United States of America, whereas the Dinosaur Protection Group is a worldwide organization. So hence why we are setting up our operations in Malta, as well as the rest of the Mediterranean. But yeah, so because of that, what I did was I redesigned a lot of the black market scenarios where we rescued several dinosaurs. And I redesigned them to, like, sort of fit, like, in the United States, I guess. So, starting with the black market situation in Shanghai. So, basically what happened was a bunch of, like, rich U.S. people, bought some dinosaurs in Shanghai, and the plan was for them to be shipped over to the U.S., and so they did. And they got to the U.S., and the authorities got involved. The dinosaurs were taken by the authorities, and the people transporting the dinosaurs, as well as the people who bought the dinosaurs, were arrested. And then for the black market situation that we handled in the last episode of that playthrough, basically what happened was, it was basically like it was basically like a cattle auction, or like an exotic wildlife auction, You know, like one of those cattle auctions or like livestock auctions? Well, yeah, so it was basically a livestock auction. But instead of selling livestock such as cattle and goats, they were selling dinosaurs. And of course, one thing leads to another. Dinosaurs break out, probably eat some people, and the authorities get involved. And then, of course, the dinosaurs, well, now they're in good hands, I can assure you. So yeah, so setting up a tour for the juvenile Dimorphodons. Later on, we end up getting some adult Dimorphodons to sort of like take the juvenile Dimorphodons under their wing. But I'm kidding. I had to completely thought of that joke on the spot. Yeah, had to put it in there. So yeah, also using some decorations to spruce up the aviary, as well as painstakingly connecting the aviary to the path, and then manually darting the Dimorphodons. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me, or at least for now. I'll probably do some more talking a little later, and then we'll also cut to the part where we get in the Utah Raptors. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys whenever we go ahead and do that. Alright guys, now that we've got a basic little area set up that is now perfectly aligned to the angle snap, we can now add in our Utah Raptors. So, if I remember correctly, obviously they are going to need water, and they also like prey. But we're also going to add in some meat for them. Perfect. So, it's gonna cost us a little bit, but you know what? Hopefully, it'll draw in more guests. So, yeah. Perfect. Oh no. There we go.
Transit has commenced.
Perfect. I think my plan is we're gonna move the Sarcolepses over to Corsica, along with the juvenile Dimorphodons, and we're gonna move the Mononychus, the Nasutoceratops, and the Parasaurolophus over here. What?
What do you think, Kayla? Huh? Reckon the facility's got that wow factor yet?
Yeah, I'd say it's getting there. The new arrivals will help.
Oh, for sure. It's just the incentive we need to push our park rating that little bit higher, huh? Let's shoot for the stars.
Alright. Yeah, these guys seem fine. It's just the storm that is causing them to not really cooperate. I don't know. Alright, now the storm's over, so we can close the shelters and watch as our star rating rises. Also, let's check amenities. How are we doing? Okay, so it's just over here, I think. Alright guys, so starting off by transporting the Nasutoceratopses and Parasaurolophus from the other island. You know, because geographically theming. I always like to geographically theme my zoos and my parks. I just don't know why. It's just a habit. But yeah, so later on in the video, we actually end up rehoming the 3 Parasaurolophus. We bring them over to Biosyn Sanctuary. Don't worry, they're in good hands. I can assure you that. So, we just, shipped them over to Biosyn Sanctuary because, well, they just need to be with, more Parasaurolophus pseudocristatus. We also get started on, like, a little Cretaceous South America section with, like, some Magnapolias and a Margosaurus. Oh, yeah, the Margosauruses we already have, I completely forgot. And then later on, we also get some Carnotaurus. This is also when we start separating that giant, mixed herbivore group. So, that exhibit that they are all in now is going to be for Nozoodoceratops, as well as later on we'll get some Echinocephalus. Right over here, we are working on the Lystrosaurus enclosure, and the Sarcolestes we shipped over to the other island. Or, well, technically they're in the cargo ship now, but they're gonna go to, the, island of Corsica. Yeah, so, yeah, that just about covers all the points that I wanted to make. Loads of storms, loads of difficulties, but eventually we get somewhere. Just you guys wait and see. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me, for now at least, and I will see you at the end of the video. We did it! Yes! 4 stars! Yo, we did it, guys! We just completed the campaign! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Dominion Malta Campaign! That is it! This is awesome! I actually really enjoyed this campaign. Even though I've had, like, several hardships along the way. I mean, look at this! This is awesome. Up, and we've got dinosaurs dying left and right. But we did it! Alright, now my question is, do we unlock this section of the island? We do unlock this section of the island! That is awesome. We have come a long way from this little tiny operation over here. Also, now, can I finally get rid of this thing? Or is this just permanently here? Nope! It's just permanently here. Like, I've constantly been trying to get rid of this response facility, but you just can't for whatever reason. But you know what? It's fine. It's no big deal. But we did it! We completed the campaign! This is just sheer excitement. Alright. As excited as I am, we gotta put that to the side for a minute. So, we've still got quite a lot to do. So first of all, we need to build up this entire operation, because we've got so much more we could do on here. Not to mention the other 2 islands. Nope, that's the exchange. Yes, so San Marie Bay. I may or may not have accidentally started an avian pox epidemic over here. And then we've got, this island. I'm not gonna even attempt to pronounce it because I know I'm going to absolutely butcher it. But we've got such little cash on either island. So, yeah. So, needless to say, we've got quite a little bit of work to do. But, now that we've got the campaign out of the way, we can solely focus on building up those islands. But for now, I think that is going to end today's episode, because this episode is already getting long enough as it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Minecraft, Planet Zoo, and Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.